Alright, what's happening everybody? It's your boy Akeen and welcome to this vlog. Here to talk about the Miami Hurricanes for preparations for the 2015 college football season. Here to give you a preview of the Canes. Last year they went 6-7, losing in the Independence Bowl to South Carolina. Now head coach Al Golden should be a little bit on the hot seat. He's been hanging in there. He is entering his 5th season as head coach. He needs to find a way to turn this team around and make it to at least an ACC championship showdown. Now this year they're actually going to be missing a lot of key players and great weapons. Their top weapons offensively, starting with running back Duke Johnson. He actually had a big year last season, first team all ACC honors as a running back. They also lost Philip Dorsett. He's now with the Indianapolis Colts, and Clive Walford. All three of these players are now in the National Football League. Now they do have a good quarterback as a sophomore in Brad Kaya. Last year as a true freshman, he was the ACC offensive rookie of the year with 3,198 yards passing, 26 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. I'm looking forward to see him act more as a vocal leader, not only for the offense but for the entire team. This team needs leadership on both sides of the field and more seniority. Just basically a good player that can step it up and be a great example for the team. And they're going to have to be dependent on these young players to step it up, like Brad Kaya, to be a team leader overall. Now, as far as the skill players, there's two wide receivers that I'm looking at who should step it up this year. One, Herb Water, and the other is Rashawn Scott, to give up more yards and build up good chemistry between them and Brad Kaya, the quarterback. And at running back, I do believe that there's going to be two players who's going to be splitting the duties, starting with Gus Edwards, and then the other is Joseph Yearby, who was actually second in the team last season in rushing yards. But I think that these two players will split the carries, and I think they're going to have an even matchup between the two. Now on the defensive side, there's two players that they are going to be missing out. First, Denzel Perryman, he's no longer with the team, as well as Anthony Chukello. They're both no longer with the team. They're now in the National Football League. So two players in particular who I'm looking forward to stepping up, starting with the defensive line in Ufamba Kamalu. This player particularly needs to step it up and be a good vocal leader. He is a senior, as well as junior cornerback and defensive back in Jermaine Grace. I'm looking forward to seeing him step it up as well and start be a good leader in the secondary for the Canes defense. Now as far as their incoming freshmen and their recruits, they had a couple of good recruits, starting with the number 9 offensive tackle coming out of high school and Tyree St. Louis. I think this was a good pickup. Then they picked up the number 11 running back in Mark Walton. I think this is an excellent pickup to add more depth in the running backs for the Hurricanes. And lastly, the number 11 offensive guard in Kendrick Norton. I think they're doing well addressing the offensive line, but they need more defensive players because they kind of struggled a lot on the defensive side. Even with Denzel Perryman on the field, they're going to need to start doing better recruiting on the defensive side in order for them to help become a better contender in the ACC conference. Now overall this year, I think they're going to go 7-5 this year. I think Brad Kaya is going to have a good season, a good sophomore year, not a sophomore slump like Christian Hackenberg of Penn State, but I think he's going to have a good year compared to last season, get back into bowl contention and try to win a bowl matchup. Now the next time I'm going to catch you guys will actually be in this afternoon, where I will talk about more blogs coming up for my previews of the ACC conference. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm your man Akeen McCall. Be easy.